I never imagined that a backyard pool could ignite a full-blown neighborhood feud. But that's exactly what happened when our HOA president, Linda, decided my private oasis was suddenly community property. One scorching afternoon in our quiet suburban Dallas neighborhood, she barged in my yard, waved her tablet like a badge of authority, and announced, "This pool is for everyone, no, it's only fair." I stared at her, thinking it was some bad joke, but her dead serious glare told me otherwise. Little did she know, her power grab would backfire spectacularly, leaving her humiliated in front of the whole block. And the night before her big community splash bash, I pulled off a move that turned her triumph into total disaster. Let me back up. When I bought this house in a cozy gated community just outside Dallas, the pool was my dream feature. It was a classic kidney-shaped beauty, lined with colorful mosaic tiles and surrounded by a wooden deck I'd built myself. After years in a high-stress sales job, scraping together every penny, this place was my rewarded spot to unwind with my family. The first summer, I'd lounge on a floatie with a cold beer, watching my kids cannonball into the deep end while my wife grilled burgers. It was pure Texas bliss. Barbecues, fireflies at dusk, and no worries. But in an HOA like ours, tranquility comes with strings attached. The realtor had mentioned the board was engaged, which I later learned meant meddlesome tyrants enforcing rules on everything from fence heights to holiday lights. At first, things were tolerable. Linda, the HOA head, was hard to ignore, always patrolling her golf cart, sunglasses perched on her nose, jotting notes on her tablet. She'd nitpick, "Your garage door color is off by a shade," or "That barbecue pit needs approval." I paid the dues, mowed the lawn weekly, and stayed out of her way. My family loved the pool weekend swims, birthday dives, even midnight dips under string lights. Neighbors complimented it. Best setup in the hood. Linda? She just eyed it suspiciously during her rounds, like it offended her sense of order. Then I overheard her one evening, chatting with a bored crony over the fence while I flipped steaks. "That pool's a shared resource. Under the bylaws, it's wasteful for one family to hog it. We could open it up, charge access fees maybe." My gut twisted. Hog it? I'd paid for every tile. A week later, an official HOA letter arrived. "Review of your pool as potential communal amenity." I showed it to my wife, Sarah. Her eyes widened. "They can't seize our property, right?" I laughed it off at first, but doubt crept in. Linda started snapping photos from the sidewalk, clipboard in hand, ignoring my waves. My son Jake asked, "Dad, is the pool going away?" I reassured him, but inside, rage simmered. This wasn't about rules. It was Linda flexing control, proving she ran the show. The invasion escalated. On a sweltering Tuesday, as my kids splashed and I sipped iced tea on the deck, the gate creaked open. In marched Linda, tablet raised. "We need to discuss this amenity," she barked, pointing at the water like it was contraband. "Per Section 14, it's reclassifiable as shared benefits the whole community." I stood incredulous. "Linda, this is my backyard. I own it outright." She recited bylaws like scripture. Unrestricted resources must be accessible. My daughter, Mia, whispered, "Is she stealing our pool?" Linda smirked, "The board decides." She left, but taped a notice to my door the next day. "Non-compliance fine imminent." By Friday, she and her board pals hovered outside my fence, debating access points and liability. I confronted them. "This is trespassing." Linda waved me off, "Official inspection." Then came the $400 fine for obstructing communal use. Sarah wanted to pay and move on, but Jake stopped swimming, fearing Linda's wrath. Neighbors whispered. Some sided with her, excited for free dips. Linda reveled in it, strutting like a sheriff. She even suggested a curbside chat. "Cooperate, or it'll get worse." That fueled my fire. She wasn't after the pool. She craved domination. The harassment intensified. Orange slips appeared. $150 for overly vibrant deck stain. $80 for uneven mulch. Linda called an uninvited meeting, pushing to rezone my pool as HOA owned. Flyers popped up on lampposts. Neighborhood pool day coming soon. With a photo of my pool, kids blurred but recognizable without consent. I tore one down, 3 more replaced it. Linda passed me grilling. Thrilled for the event? I shot back, not if it's my yard. She grinned. You'll adjust. My family suffered. Mia cried about moving. Sarah dreaded the mail. Overheard gossip. Linda's scoring us a pool. Kids buzzed about games. Parents debated snacks. A certified letter from Linda. $900 fine for amenity denial. Absurd. More notices piled. Bird feeder nuisance. Patio lights glare violation. Stress gnawed at mid-jaw, clenching, sleepless nights. Linda hosted flyer parties at the curb, pointing at my house triumphantly. Then the ultimate slap. Glossy invites in every mailbox for HOA Pool Fest Saturday, 1 p.m. Games, food, fun. Hosted by Linda, featuring my pool. No permission. Neighbors asked. Need ice? Linda warned. Clean it up, 60 guests expected. Arrogance boiled over. Sarah pleaded, what now? I smiled. We give her the party she deserves. Revenge brewed. Linda's spectacle would flop. I rented a pump discreetly. Hoses to the storm drain. Friday night, after dark, I started draining. Water gurgled away. I sipped whiskey, picturing her face. Suspense-built headlights made me tense. At midnight, half gone, the floaties sagged comically. By dawn, an empty concrete pit. I staged it, tipped chairs, deflated toys, a sign, private closed. But Linda struck first that night. Gate slammed. What are you doing? She stormed in with bored lackeys. Sabotaging HOA property. I rose calmly. My property. Her face purpled. After my promises? I'll sue you bankrupt. I laughed. Try it. Tomorrow, your crowd sees the truth. She threatened ruin, but I countered, you own nothing here. She fled, fuming. Saturday dawned. I sipped coffee on the deck. Linda paraded with decorations, hat perched, leading 50+ in swimsuits. She flung open the gate. Welcome to your pool. Crowd halted, empty hole, wilted floats. Silence, then a kid. No water. Laughter exploded. Linda stammered. Malfunction. I stepped up. This is private. Linda leet. Murmurs turned angry. You tricked us. Teens mocked. Epic fail. The crowd dispersed, grumbling. Linda stood defeated. I whispered, can't steal what's mine. She trudged away, broken. She didn't quit easily. Monday, legal threats. $15,000 for emotional distress, demanding pool transfer. Laughable. I consulted a lawyer weeks back me deed exempted HOA claims. I fired back with proof, noting frivolous suits invite countersuits. Plus, I'd scheduled a refilling. By midweek, the pool is pristine again. At the next meeting, Linda ranted, but the exemptions exposed her fraud. Board turned. One quit. Grievances poured. Unfair fines. Petty rules. They stripped her powers. Neighborhood, relax, no more patrols. I hosted a family barbecue, pool sparkling. Linda watched from afar, irrelevant. In the end, I reclaimed peace. Linda's tyranny ended. She faded into obscurity. My pool stood as victory's emblem. What do you think? Was I justified in draining the pool? Or should I have handled it differently? Share your take in the comments, stand your ground, and let me know your views.